So this is what the scarfinator looks like after adding beads to it. Okay, so this is the elastic at the back. You can see how beautiful this came out. Welcome to Library Threads YouTube channel. Today we'll be learning how to make the trendy scrunchy scarf or turban or headband. So let's get right into the tutorial. For this is a very simple headband. So we'll be needing three different strips of fabric. The main fabric is 10 inches in width, 10 inches by 14 inches. The length is 14 inches, so it is on fold here like this. So I'll be measuring 20 inches. So this is 20 inches, so that by the time I open it up like this, it's going to be 40 inches, and the length is 10 inches. So that is for the main turban, the main headband, sorry. Then we'll be needing a casing for our elastic. So the casing is 15 inches by 4 inches. I'm going to leave this measurement in the screen so that we can get it. 15 inches by 4 inches for the elastic casing. We'll be passing our elastic through this. I'll also be needing this as like it's going to act like an elastic for us to adjust our main end band. So the measurement for this is 15 inches also by 3 inches. So let's get right into the tutorial. The first thing we are working with is the main scarf and the casing for the elastic. So I'm just going to take this to the sewing machine now. I'll fold it into two like this, and then I'm going to run a stitch straight down like this for the main headband, and also for the elastic casing I'll fold into two also, and then I'm going to run a stitch, then I'll turn it out with a loop. So I'll bring this back. Okay, so I've sewn the casing now. You can see it has been sewn, and also the main end band, that's our 40 inches by 10 inches. I folded it into two and I sew it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to turn it out. So it has been turned out now. This is the, I'm using a satin fabric, so this is the right side of the fabric, and in here is the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm going to turn the casing also inside out. So I'm going to turn it inside out. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to put my elastic inside my casing. So this is the casing for the elastic. I'm just going to take my elastic now and measure 7 inches. So this is 7 inches. I'm not going to stretch it. I'll just measure 7 inches, and on the 7 inches mark I'm going to cut it off. So when I cut it off, I'll take my elastic casing and then pass my elastic into it using a safety pin. So this is my elastic. I'm passing it inside the elastic casing. So this is the first end, and this is it on the other end. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine now, and I'm going to sew it on both ends just to hold it so that my elastic will not. So this is it on the end. I'll sew it so that I can hold it here, and also on the other hand I'm going to sew it here so that I can hold it. Then I'll bring it back to, but before I do that, let me quickly show us what we are going to do with our, remember I said this is going to act, this is the 15 inches by 3 inches. It's going to act like our elastic also. So we'll be passing this inside our main headband just like we passed this elastic also. So I'm going to put the safety pin here also. We did not turn this, it's still the same 3 inches by 15 inches. Then I'm going to pass it inside our main fabric like this. So I'm just passing it in like this, and I'm bringing it out on the other hand. So this is it on the first end, and this is it on the other end. So like I said, it's going to act like an elastic also for this. The work of this is just to help us gather our handbag so that it can give us that scrunchy effect, the ruffles that we are looking for. You can see how beautiful this is coming out. So likewise the elastic, I'm just going to take this to the sewing machine also, and I'm going to hold it here with a stitch and also here with a stitch, so that I'll have something this beautiful. When I do this, I'll just stretch it out to give me the rough effect that I want. Okay, so I've sewn in the 15 inches by 3 inches. This is it in between my main fabric, and I've held it together with a stitch on this side and also on the other side, so you can see how beautiful the ruffle is looking like. Now you can adjust it anyhow you want, like this. You can see how beautiful it is. And also I've done the same on our elastic. So this is one end of the elastic and this is the other end of the elastic. So we are almost done. The next thing to do now is just to place one side of our headband like this, then in between it we'll place our elastic casing like this. So you are placing an elastic in between, then on one hand I'm going to fold this over like this, and on the other hand I'll fold this over like this also, and then I'm going to sew on it. I hope you understand that. Let me take this again. You take your elastic, place it in between your end band. You have spaces here, you have spaces here, anyhow you want it. You can take this side like this, fold it over your elastic, and fold the other side over your elastic, sew it, and we'll turn it. Then we'll take it to the other side also, take our elastic band like this, put it in between, fold it over like this, fold it over, and sew on it. I'll do that and bring it back. So I've sewn this now. Yeah, I've sewn this also on the other side. You can trim it off if it's bulky. You can trim it off here, and then you are going to turn it. And by the time we turn it, we won't see these rough edges. So look, watch carefully. Once you turn it, it will tuck all this in for you. You can see how neat this place is once it is tucked in like this, and your scarfinator is ready. You can see how beautiful this looks. So you can decide to leave it like this, or you embellish it here with either stone. I'll be embellishing this with half pearls. You can embellish it with beads, stone, or whatever you want to embellish your scarfinator with. So this is what the scarfinator looks like after adding beads to it. Okay, so this is the elastic at the back. You can see how beautiful this came out. So just give this a try, like and subscribe to our channel so that you see notification anytime we upload the new video. We appreciate your support. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you in the next one. Bye.